Wait, so is that?
I'm sorry, anywhere else except again. That's all.
Okay, let me do it again then. Should I do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Loyola prides itself in being a home for all faiths, meaning that even if you are not Catholic, that you are welcome to come and to study and to engage. The hope is that regardless of your faith tradition, that you'd be able to find a safe place to explore your own faith development amidst your time at university. There's daily Mass and also Sunday evening Mass. In the 8th floor of the library, there's a quiet prayer space for both Christian and non-Christian students to stop and take some time for prayer and quiet during the midst of their studies. In community service, we invite students to engage in our homeless ministry, which is called Labra. It's a student-run ministry that goes on Thursday nights and walks the streets of Michigan Avenue and meets people where they are, focusing on conversation and solidarity. We also have an opportunity for students to engage in the Pilsen area, where they go on Tuesdays to a soup kitchen, get to make the food and connect with the people from that area. In terms of engagement, we hope that our students will participate in the graduate retreat, which happens early in the fall. It's an opportunity to take a rest, to go out and visit the beautiful Louvre, which is out in McHenry County. We also hope that students will take advantage of our faith sharing groups. They're both men, women's, and co-ed groups where people gather weekly to reflect on their experience, have time in prayer, and continued self-development. We also hope that students will participate in our Jesuits on Tap event. Jesuits on Taps are an opportunity to hear from our Jesuit priests, ordained priests, and scholastics to share some of their life stories, some of the Ignatian charisms, and how that relates to graduate students in their lives, and also just together for community fun, food, and drinks. Staying Best Friends is an opportunity where students can learn from other graduate students about how to maintain healthy relationships and boundaries in your time at Loyola as a graduate student. Overall, Water Tower Campus Ministry really wants our graduate students to know that we're here for you as resources, as support, pastoral care, counseling, and want you to know that during your time at Loyola, it's not just about academics, but we really care for your whole person.
Let's talk story. The question is, how does someone understand Catholic and Jesuit? How are those two terms related? And I can't tell you how many times I have been asked by people here at Loyola, now you're a Jesuit, right? And I say, right. Are you Catholic? And the short answer is yes. The Jesuits are one group within the Catholic Church. There are Franciscans and Dominicans, Benedictines, there are Jesuits. And actually our current Pope is one, he's a Jesuit. But it's not just about the Jesuits, it's about a way of seeing and incorporating faith and the whole person, and not just looking at things from a Catholic point of view. Even if people are here not sure what they believe, that's okay. Even if people are here and they're sure they believe that there is no God, there is a place for them here at Loyola. While you're here, you'll hear a lot of talk and actions that demonstrate an Ignatian way of looking at things and of doing things. For example, finding God in all things, whether that's criminal justice or that's philosophy or biology, physics. We believe that God can be found anywhere. Many of the Ignatian values are highly motivated in the sense that it's not all about me. And I think what the Jesuit perspective enables someone to do is to consider more perspectives other than what's best for me. If you take the time and the money, as much as it costs to come to a place like this, and don't take advantage of as many opportunities as are presented by this university, you ought to have your head examined, because I think it's crazy. Plummet for all that it's worth.
Being a graduate student, it's very easy to just kind of stay in your bubble. You go to class, you stay around down here, or you stay where you live, and getting engaged allows you to apply the theories that you're learning inside the classroom, and it keeps you grounded. I think that's one of the best reasons to be engaged in the service opportunities or even in the retreats. When I was first a graduate student here, I ended up participating in a women's small group. And this was a couple years ago, and I didn't know anyone, and we met every week and talked about our faith. And all of us now live in different parts of the country, and we sit together and we'll talk on Google Hangout every other week. I think there'll be lifelong friendships in many regards. So I think that really became a social group for me, and still very much is a sense of community for me even today. Sorry, I cannot look at you and not laugh right now.
Sorry. I'm not making a funny face.
Being at a Jesuit institution actually has been one of the most wonderful parts about being in my program as a pastoral counseling student. I originally enrolled at a public university for their counseling program and actually found myself craving something much more, the spiritual connection and ability to integrate God and religion and spirituality in the counseling context. And I've been able to find that here at Loyola, so it's been a huge part of my journey so far. If I were to not be engaged on campus, I would feel very empty and lonely and perhaps a bit isolated. But being able to develop a support network of friends, faculty, and staff has really been a wonderful blessing. Sometimes the best things are the things that you don't think are going to work or fit, but in fact, it's something that maybe God is calling you to go beyond and above that which you think is really your own comfort zone.